All right, guys. So we're back with part four. This was one about, as I said in part three, that it swings one way. The opinion we're swinging on a pendulum. I'm not making a full opinion until I'm officially done with my parts. But ultimately, I personally think that they would lean too much towards Elena and not favor their siblings. From what I've watched from the original show, it seems like regardless they still team up together, but it doesn't seem like it would be the same thing where I don't know if like the sibling is dating Klaus or one of the other people. Like let's say they have a brother, they're dating Rebecca or something like that. I don't know if they would, do something, and we'll get into that because there is stuff where they side with their potentially enemies and stuff. And ultimately, I just don't really like the way that it happened with Elena, and I don't think that either of them should have ended up with a double ganger. And also, why did Damon become human? Wouldn't his compulsion wear off and enemies would come for him? So I don't get that. We saw enemies come for Stefan. Why not him? Anyway, the sibling rivalry. Another sibling, especially a younger one, could become a new focus of the brothers' rivalry. However, this new rivalry would likely still be centered on who is the better brother, father figure, or protector. The dynamic around Elena was different and all consuming, making it difficult for any person to overshadow her importance to both of them. Damon's capacity for selfishness. Even if he cared for a new sibling, Damon had shown he can be selfish and cruel to those around him, including his brother. For example, he killed his half-brother's descendant, Salvatore, when he got in his way. This pattern of behavior suggests he would not hesitate to put Elena's needs above anyone else's, even another sibling, if it meant securing his own happiness with her. Conclusion. While a new sibling might add an interesting layer to their family's dynamic and test their priorities, it's unlikely they would supplement Elena's central role in the brothers' lives. Elena's importance to Damon and Stefan was rooted in their shared past trauma with Catherine and their individual journeys towards redemption. Any new family member would not be able to replicate that complex and defying dynamic. So that's why. But I do think that some of it is true, that they wouldn't have the same baggage. Perhaps, like maybe they find the originals and that's why they're not with them, or something else happens and maybe it's like a long lost Salvatore or something along the lines of that. But I don't think that Damon or any of them should have ended up together. And ultimately, I think that Damon should have still been a vampire because he was better at it. Same with Caroline. She was better thanks to Catherine turning into a vampire than being human. So I rest my case. Anyway, I'll see you in the next part, guys.